I'm excited to share the release of written answer questions in Akindi. This is Akindi's first step outside of a traditional multiple choice bubble in your answer style question, and is specifically designed to help instructors create assessments that contain both multiple choice and written answer questions. And written answer questions is a broad term that we consciously chose because this question type can be used for any question in which the students are writing the answer instead of bubbling it in on their bubble sheet. So this could be short answer, essay style questions. This could also be math calculations, diagram labeling, like fill in the blank questions. There are a lot of use cases for this question type. At the moment, Akindi doesn't handle the grading of these questions. The grading of these written answer questions will happen outside of Akindi, though we've streamlined the process to be able to get those hand-graded marks into Akindi and combined with the multiple choice grade in Akindi to create a total score, which will be sent to the LMS. Let me walk you through how this functions in Akindi. So I'm going to start in a Word document, because Akindi will be able to identify the short answer or like the written answer questions that are contained in the Word document that's uploaded to Akindi. Akindi will identify these written answer questions by looking for a numbered question that doesn't contain any multiple choice answers. So I have 4 questions here, and these questions can include images and tables, and those will automatically be digested and entered into Akindi as well. The instructor has the ability to set the question weight directly in these questions as well. So the question weight can be included in parentheses at the end of the question, whether that's points, short form or long form or marks. Akindi will identify this and then set the question weight accordingly in Akindi. So I've uploaded this document to Akindi, and you can see that these questions were successfully digested, and including the images was already inputted into Akindi. The question weight is now indicated accordingly as well. So we've added a new question type, written answer questions, that's indicated on this marking menu button. And it's also located in this question type drop-down menu. So if Akindi did misidentify a question, it could be manually changed by the instructor. Written answer questions can also be added directly into Akindi by either clicking enter at the bottom of a question, which will create a new question, or clicking the little plus icon and selecting a new question. We then have the option to change the question type to written answer and add a new question. Under each question is a placeholder to indicate the amount of space that will be provided and contained on the test question sheet for the students to complete their answer. This can be adjusted by opening the marking menu and using the slider to control how much space is allocated to the students. So we provide up to a full page of space for any particular question, all the way down to having no extra space. So if an instructor has the students completing the questions on like a lined booklet, for example, and not actually on the test sheet itself, we can allow no space. Or in cases like this diagram labeling where the students will be answering actually on the image itself and there's no extra space needed, we can set no space. We've specifically designed this so that written answer questions have to be at the bottom of the assessment, meaning that written answer questions cannot be interspersed amongst the multiple choice questions. This was done for a number of reasons. One of the key ones is to simplify the question numbering process and ensure that the students can bubble their multiple choice answers sequentially on the bubble sheet so that they don't have to skip a question because there is a written answer instead of a question, instead of like a bubble answer on question 9, for example. So that way the students will have a bulk of multiple choice and then followed by written answer questions. For scrambling, Oh, the other reason why we decided to have them separate is hopefully it will streamline the marking of the written answer questions as well. Instructors won't have to flip through the test booklet to find like question 9 is a written answer question. All the written answer questions will be grouped together at the bottom of the assessment. How this impacts scrambling is that the instructor can still choose to scramble questions and answers, the multiple choice questions and multiple choice answers, similar to how they would have done previously in Akindi. And now there's an additional toggle, which is to scramble written questions. This means that the written answer questions will be scrambled amongst themselves at the bottom of the assessment. There's essentially will be 2 separate scramblings, both one for the multiple choice, one for the written answers that are independent of each other. And you can see this when we view mapping at the bottom. These last few questions that are the written answer questions always are at the bottom. The instructors can then download the test questions sheets, and the same formatting will apply in terms of being able to resize the font size, adjust the margins of the page, and that will automatically be formatted into print-ready PDFs that can then be printed and provided to the students to take the assessment. When it comes to grading, these test questions will be graded manually outside of Akindi, and once the test questions are graded, the short answer grades or the written answer grades have been calculated, then the instructor can use the hand graded marks in Akindi to enter these grades or combine these written answer grades into Akindi. This will be pre-populated with the total number of marks that they have available, and then coming soon, we're working on multiple columns. So if the instructor wants to enter the grade for each question instead of just the total for all the combined written answer grade, that is coming soon, but not yet. It's not here yet. So they'll enter the highest possible grade, and then using the speed entry grader, they can search for a student, click enter to access their grade input field, enter the grade, click enter again, and then it resets the search so that they can search for the next student. These hand-entered grades will then be combined with the multiple choice grade and sent to the Learning Management System gradebook. We are very excited about the addition of written answer questions. This is opening a new door that we are excited to continue to explore and develop and build in. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, feedback. I would love to hear them.